both sides of the argument. I respect that, but I think this is an important step forward for our country.
MPs look set to take the first step tonight to changing what we mean by marriage for good. Nick Robinson, BBC News, Westminster.
Well, with me here in the studio are Dr. Sharon James from the Coalition for Marriage and the Right Reverend Jonathan Blake, who's the Bishop of Greater London. And Bishop, to you first, it looks likely that the vote will go in favour of gay marriage when you look at the different parties and the positions. A good thing?
A wonderful thing that has been an inevitable part of our society coming to terms with discrimination and prejudice, overcoming that and working towards equality. And there are families, grandparents and parents on the edge of their seats waiting for the vote as a historic milestone, who've got gay and lesbian sons and daughters who want to be able to celebrate their relationships equally as they do their heterosexual children. From
your ministry, how do you think having the marriage certificate will change the lives of gay couples?
Well, the worrying thing is wherever you have institutionalised pockets of difference, it harbours prejudice. And some of the most vulnerable victims of that are our school children. Homophobia is rife. I have 5 children. It's rife in the classroom and in the playground because gay people and lesbian people are regarded as different. There is now the civil partnership provision, but it's different. Whenever there's that sense of difference, then you create ghettos of discrimination. There needs to be equality in terms of relationship for everyone in this country.
But Dr. Sharon James, presumably you think that different is the way it is.
Well, we would say that it's not discrimination to treat different things differently, and just as men are different to women, same-sex unions, while you can respect them, are not the same as heterosexual unions. And this law doesn't actually give anything to anyone. It doesn't add any rights.
But if it does in the eyes of gay couples?
It doesn't actually give anything. And we have gay people supporting the Coalition for Marriage who say that marriage is fundamentally the union between a man and a woman. And we're hearing from people up and down the country who are saying, hang on, 3 days before the general election, Mr Cameron said he had no plans to redefine marriage. This was not in any of the election manifestos. The people of Britain have not had a chance to vote on this. And now it's being rushed through. And so people who genuinely believe that marriage is between a man and a woman feel that Mr Cameron and the government is holding them in contempt. I've been listening to the debate this afternoon. It's been fascinating. It's been a very interesting debate because some MPs have been saying they've had more posts on this than on any other issue. And the overwhelming majority of letters that many of these MPs received is in favour of man-woman marriage. And yet these people are not being listened to.
Let's think about that idea of public opinion. If it's the case that politicians as a body may differ here from the majority of public opinion, is there something wrong with that?
There's a groundswell of support in the nation for gay and lesbian marriage, equal marriage. Since 1994, I, and since 2001, the Open Episcopal Church have been providing marriages for gay and lesbian couples. It's been wonderful to see groundswell support in the community, grandparents, parents, nephews and nieces, everyone coming together in celebration of a gay and a lesbian relationship. The law is finally recognising that. It's been so long in coming, but the politicians, thankfully, are doing what the nation wants them to do. And David Cameron has been very brave in leading this social reform.
Dr. Sharon James, I know one of the things that matters to you is you feel marriage as an institution is beneficial to society. How is it that it's heterosexual marriage only that's beneficial to society?
We're saying that marriage was not created by this government. It wasn't created by the lawyers. It wasn't created by the Christian Church. It's a natural institution going right back to the beginning of time, joining a man and a woman in that complementary union, which alone naturally can produce new life. And we have people up and down the country who are saying that simply for saying that, they now are being called bigoted, homophobic. And we were hearing in the House of Commons this afternoon of MPs who have said that they believe in man-woman marriage. One MP receiving death threats, his children being bullied. So I regret to say that we're exchanging the old intolerance, which none of us would want to go back to. Of course we wouldn't want to go back to that old intolerance. But sadly, this shocking bill does not have sufficient protection to protect ordinary people, teachers, foster parents, public sector workers who will not be able to accept this new definition of marriage if it goes through.
Dr. James and Bishop Blake, I know you're going to stay and watch the result of that vote come through with us, and we'll just show our viewers again the scene in the House of Commons. You can see the benches there beginning to fill up again. A lot of MPs have clearly gone through the lobbies on that crucial vote, which could be the key vote to legalise gay marriage in England and Wales. But we will have the results for you live on this programme, so do stay with us for that. A Bulgarian investigation has found Hezbollah to be behind a bomb.